Hi, my name is Lynn Munsinger. I am a children's book illustrator, and I am the illustrator of a book called Tacky the Penguin, amongst many others. Tacky was written by my friend and author collaborator, Helen Lester, and it's a wonderful story about a penguin and his friends, and I really enjoyed doing it. I went to art school at Rhode Island School of Design, and I have been an illustrator for my entire career. At RISD, I was in the illustration department. And I took a seminar with an artist named Lester Abrams in character development, and it was the first thing I really did well at school, and I loved it. I love to try to capture characters and their expressions. I think that I've been doing that since I was a child. I used to love picture books and the illustrations, and I mostly love the ones where the characters were really expressive. Like I can think of Hilary Knight and the Eloise books, and I used to try to copy those characters when I was a little kid. And ever since then, I've been drawing funny little animals with outfits on, and that has worked out well for me. I remember that I was working with a wonderful art director and publisher named Walter Lorraine at Houghton Mifflin, and he called me in and he showed me Helen's manuscript, and we both thought it was just hilarious. And so I said, well, I would love to do it. The first thing I do when I start a picture book is to try to develop the character in pencil sketches. And the characters were, of course, Tacky the Penguin and his little friends, Angel, Goodly, Lovely, Neatly, and Perfect, who were very conventional, well-behaved penguins, and Tacky, who was an unorthodox character who did everything in his own way. And I thought that would be inherently appealing to children. So I was all excited, and I went home with the manuscript, and I had trouble drawing penguins. I don't know why, and I practically was in tears, and I went back to Walter, the editor, and I said, oh my gosh, I really want to do this book. I don't want to miss out on this, but I don't think my penguins are very good characters. I can't draw them. And he said, let's get out a pencil and paper right in the publishing house office. And we sat there and drew penguins all afternoon until I felt comfortable with it, which is kind of funny. And then when I have the characters looking the way I like, then I make a little storyboard with little boxes, one representing each page, and decide what text is going to go on each page, and do a little thumbnail drawing of my idea for an illustration for that page. And then Helen would review the illustrations, and that's how we worked. And then lots of times Helen would have suggestions for how the story should be illustrated, and we would toss it back and forth like that. For example, in the Tacky the Penguin book, there are these hunters that come along and scare the penguins, and Tacky saves the day. But Helen had envisioned the hunters to be human adult male characters, and I wasn't very happy with it. And I finally called her up and I said, would it be all right to make the hunters into anthropomorphized animals? And that is what we ended up doing. One of the hunters is a bear, one of the hunters is a wolf, and one of the hunters is a fox. All right, well, thank you everybody for watching, and I hope you enjoy reading Tacky the Penguin with your class.